So we've got some not only one but two Boruto stuff to talk about today, mainly being the update that we're going to be getting with the brand new Road to Boruto, which is going to be an expansion of sorts to the original Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 game that we received previously. Now, I know a lot of people probably didn't want this. This was probably thinking that this was going to be some exclusive game. We actually had this like title and all that. Like we found out quite a while ago that this was going to be a thing, but we had no real idea what exactly it was going to be. Like, and pretty much and all that, what this is going to be having and all that, like for the most part and all that, is that it's going to be the same game, Storm 4. However, though, it is going to have some like all the DLC content that was previously, you know, announced all that in the season passes and what have you. And also as well, we are going to have like this stuff and all that, like, you know, coming up very shortly and all that, to have the Boruto movie kind of like missions and stuff. And like you can clearly see in a couple of screenshots that they are like running around, Boruto's running around in the missions and all that. And I'm like, okay, you know, like it's not exactly the brand new version, but then again, this is not like, we've already had this before. Like people kind of forget that we had Naruto Storm 3, they had Full Burst in there. This is like what a lot of fighting games like. Also as well, during we had Generations and Revolution as well during the past of time. Like it's very just like, it's very simple and all that they do this in fighting games. So like fighting games do this a lot of times and all that. Like Guilty Gear went to XR and all that side, then went into Revelator. Street Fighter 4 went into Super Street Fighter 4 Ultra. Like, you know, like they keep doing this stuff and all that. Like, you know, Street Fighter 5 kind of got out there as it's just one big package as it is now, but even still and all that, it's like, you know, like at least the bright side of it is that one, the update is going to have a physical release, so you don't exactly have to buy this and all that. You can just get the DLC version when it comes out in February, which that's a really cool thing and all that. Like I really do appreciate that. And you know, this is going to be coming out for, you know, PS4, Xbox One, and like, you know, so far and all that, like, you know, like one thing that was kind of interesting is that like when they were saying in the article is that only the PS4 version was said to have the update so far and all that, and they haven't given an announcement for like any of the others so far and all that, like even though it's like out on Xbox One and PC. So I think that might probably come down in the future. That would definitely really help and all that, because like that would be a shame, because I know a lot of people bought the PC version and all that. It's like, yeah, we can finally get play Storm the PC with mods and all that, and I really hope that's the case, that they, you know, PC, even Xbox One players as well. I really do hope that they do get this like update soon and all that, because you know, it's pretty easy to get that, but I don't think like Xbox One people are going to get the physical release. They might get the DLC version, but that's pretty much how it's going to get. And then the last little bit is, well, the latest chapter came out, and woo, it's the same fucking material. Hey, like on a fucking positive note with Boruto and all that, because like I've mentioned it like just so many times at this point, where it's just like, please, can we just get into the stuff that we care about? Please, can we just, like, you know, see the stuff? Because, like, you know exactly what they're doing. This is definitely, especially, like, how we're seeing what's happening with the anime now it's kind of wrapping up and all that, and all this Boruto new, like, they definitely want to do something with it. They really want to, like, you know, make this stuff into an anime, and it's like, well, this is the material that they're going to be doing to, like, you know, adapt it. And, like, you know, like, pretty much, I think we're, like, the third quarter of the movie right now. Like, you know, like, we're somewhere around there where, like we get to see the two, like, the Momosuke and, like, Kinsuke, like, they're all, like, attacking, like, and, like, Boruto got found out for cheating, and he was like, you know, I'm taking this ban, you don't even qualify to be a ninja. And, like, I always thought weird, like, with Boruto's, like, kind of reason, like, that, and saying, like, I'm gonna talk to you later, Boruto, about you being cheating. Is like, later, do you even have that time, Dan, and all that? If you talked to me in the first place, then I would have never, things never come to this, and, you know, it's like, what, Daddy never gave me attention, so I'm gonna cheat, like, to make him proud. It's just like, that was weird. And then, like, the guy coming out is like, oh yeah, look, you've seen that beautiful display of Boruto, now we don't even have to try anymore. And I remember that in the movie, and they're just like, no, like, fuck that. They kind of like skimmed that around, like, especially on this one. So I was a little bit weird about that. Honestly, like, the one thing that we kind of got in the chapter as a confirmation is that Shinki is definitely, you know, like, Gaara's kid and all that, as he was like, yes, father, and all that, is that, you know, you got to remember, you can't go against these opponents and all that, you have to, you know, like, prioritize evacuating these people and all that. And that, I'm glad to put that to rest and all that. I'm kind of still wondering about the other two kids at the moment, like, we ever going to find out anything about them? And, you know, like, even though, like, that's written there, like, as father and all that, like, they were saying, like, as well in the kanji that it was written as foster father, so that could be something as well. Like, even if this, like, that's even, like, Gaara never got married or anything, or had a kid, like, be actually adopted, that would have been kind of interesting. Like, so I'm wondering, you know, like a little bit more about that. Like, you know, like if maybe that was a translation fuck up or anything, or that is the actual thing, that he's either like his actual father or he's his foster father. But regardless of what and all that, like the chapter is like just everything that we've like fucking seen. If you've seen the movie, so Sasuke comes in, tries to fight the fuckers like that. Like the Boruto tries like using techniques, it just goes completely wrong like that. Like, and just, you know, like these guys, it's just like, oh, look at us, we're really badass, we're gonna take on everything and just fuck up the entire day. And like it pretty much just ends with like Naruto going into the Biju mode alongside with like Sasuke as well, like them fighting these two guys. And you know, that was the thing. It was like, oh yeah, there we go. Like I mean, I don't know what else to say apart from like with last time when I did last month's like chapter, it was like, oh, moan more about it. And it's just like, well, I'm just gonna give you this stuff because I'm now tired of moaning, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are tired of me complaining about Boruto every month and all that. So it's like, hey, I was like, if I'm gonna do this chapter, I'm going to mix it in with some news that can make some people happy, and then talk about some of the like interesting stuff that isn't, you know, part of them. Because like, if you haven't seen Boruto, like if you haven't seen the movie, then you're reading this and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting material. But then it's like you're just reading the inferior, you know, inferior version. So there we go. I honestly, that's all I wanted to say about the chapter itself. And the Boruto news, like, you know, Road to Boruto, that's cool. But like, you know, even still and all that, oh, I can't wait and all that after like the Naruto and Sasuke fight that's now happening and all that in the series. And all that, I cannot wait and all that. So all the novels and stuff, they're just going to be adapted, and it's like, oh, we're never going to get chapter 700 this year. We're never going to get that fucking, I swear, like, it's never going to happen, I swear. But like, I love it and all that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. What do you think about the update that we're going to be getting for Storm 4 and all that? You're going to be picking it up? I'm probably going to get the DLC for it and all that. I already had Storm 4. That's all I really want for it and all that. And like, you know, as much as like I didn't play Storm 4, as much as I was like religiously and not on like Storm 2, like Free, like Revolution, like all those kind of titles and all that, I am kind of looking forward a lot more getting back into this. And like, I do want to get back and pick up Storm 4 because I did really like the kind of the team setup. I really liked, so like what I had, I loved switching it up. I think I had Jubito, I remember having Mizukage, and I believe I had Sasuke Taka as my three-man team, and I fucking loved that team, and it was such a dirty team if I remember with the combo setup. So I am very much looking forward to that. But that's all for me. I will see you guys though next time.